5-0 morning routine. I created this a couple months ago, a couple years ago actually. And people, I didn't expect people to love it, but they love it. 5-0. Why is it called 5-0? Because if you can start your day with 5 wins and 0 losses, that's a hell of a morning. Ready? Here we go. Do not hit the snooze button. Let's tap into that real quick. First thing I say whenever I say don't hit the snooze button, somebody comes back and like, but Brett, you never sleep in. I do sleep in all the time. But I set my alarm for the time that I'm going to wake up. It has nothing to do with how early you're waking up and has everything to do with your snooze button is the first commitment and promise you made to yourself when you went to sleep. And if you hit the snooze button, it's the first promise you just broke to yourself. And the problem with that is that there are snooze buttons all over your life. Man, I really got to make 10 calls, but it's a Friday. The guys are, snooze button, I'll do it Monday. My girlfriend's doing is really getting on my nerves. I should talk about it. Snooze button. We break up. That's extreme. But it gets my point across. Snooze button. You got to make sure that's the first commitment. If you need it, rather than snoozing for an hour and bringing yourself up and bringing yourself down, it's like slamming on the gas, slamming on the brake. That's what you're waking yourself up as. Make sure you just wake up. Set it later, but wake up. 16 ounces of water upon wake up. That is so important within the first 3 minutes. 20 minutes of sweat, recommended, cold shower, read or listen to self-development video. Have you ever gotten to like partway through your morning and you're singing a song, you're like, she's just a small town girl, living alone. And somebody's like, why are you singing that? You're like, I don't know. Because you heard it first thing in the morning? That's probably why. Your brain is super impressionable within the first 20 minutes of waking up. So be careful what you put into it. I'm not saying don't watch the news. But if you're putting, railroad accidents and you're putting robberies in there, that's what you're carrying around with you all day. But if you can put something positive in there, you'll be surprised that that becomes your mantra for the whole day. That's why it's so important to read or listen to something that's positive, that's going to give you with you because it's probably going to stick with you. Some bonuses, some gratitude journal, meditation, affirmations, no phone until you complete your 5-0 morning. Rest of the world can wait. Really distinguish what's urgent and what's important. And I would argue that this is more important than anything that's on your phone, at least until you decide that time.